Eastern PA weather, 30 meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for June 27th, 2018. For your Wednesday, we're going to have a little bit of midweek showers here, showers and thunderstorms that are going to be taking place through the overnight hours, and it's going to come in later today. We're going to have mainly cloudy skies. A few areas will get a few showers this morning, but not everywhere. And I think the main batch of precipitation with the warm front is going to come through later in the afternoon and evening. So you have this area low pressure right here that's driving this, and then you have a warm front situated out ahead of it, cold front back here like this. So there's a very little bit of warm air interjecting into the middle here that's going to keep us, it's going to give us a 1-2 punch of a quick warm front followed by the cold front right on its heels. This gap here is going to narrow as we head into the later in the evening and the overnight. And the thunderstorm possibility is going to be overnight, actually, in between this once this warm sector gets over our area. So this is going to be moving eastward today, and then it's going to bring these scattered showers and thunderstorms in mainly during the evening and overnight. And here's the cold front moving through. Actually, the cold front itself is actually going to be trailing behind it. It's going to come through Thursday afternoon, actually, and there could be an isolated pop-up storm Thursday afternoon as the actual cold front moves through. But then that's it, and then it moves away. Let's get over to the NAM high-res future simulator radar. I'm going to break this down a little bit better than I just did there. Here is a look at early in the morning. Just a few showers moving across the region for mainly our central and northern areas in Pennsylvania, and that's it. And it's probably north of I-78, it looks like, for this to occur. And then as we move through the morning hours, you can see that just moves away and out of the picture. And then we have the main batch with the warm front that's going to be moving from west to east also. But this is going to come from most of our areas during the afternoon, probably later in the afternoon for most. And you can see that batch here moving right along I-78 and points to the north. So if you're down here in Philadelphia, you might not really get too much at all during the afternoon. It looks like everything's staying off to our northeastern Pennsylvania, and maybe right along I-78 here for some showers. And this is now looking at 4 p.m. So we go to 5, 6, 7. See, it's all moving away. That's the warm front moving through. Then we have some scattered thunderstorms possible, because now your warm front at this point is situated up here like this. You're now warm sectors. You're getting into this, the instability increases behind this front. Even though we're not going to be dealing with any sun today for the most part, we just have this as a synoptically driven situation where you can get thunderstorms in that warm sector. Just a little bit different instability set up here with that warm front now cleared off to the north. So basically not going to do too much. It's going to get winds in from the south. You're going to have the storms moving in from west to east, and the opportunity for a few drenching thunderstorms coming through. This is looking at 8 p.m. They're out in central PA at this point, and as we move forward in time, here's 10 p.m. Here's a look at some drenching storms moving their way eastward, and that's going to continue much of the overnight. Here's 11, here's midnight, 1 p.m. moves further east here. Here's 2, here's 3, and it kind of hangs around here and then finally gets into New Jersey, central and northern New Jersey at the very least by 5 a.m. But you see what's happening here. This is now 6 a.m. on Thursday. Starting to move away. 6, 7 o'clock, maybe an isolated leftover shower here on Thursday morning. That's about it. And then this moves away. And then once we get in the afternoon hours, here's 11 o'clock on Thursday. Here's 2 p.m. You see a few thunderstorms in a few spots. This is just with that trailing cold front coming through. Not a real big deal, though, overall. And that spreads into New Jersey here later in the afternoon. But again, mainly central northern areas for the entire event, for the most part. The areas to the south here aren't going to get as much. But it looks like these areas up here we'll have the opportunity for the isolated thunderstorm closest to the best forcing here on Thursday. Not expecting severe weather here, though. This is mainly just an isolated thing here on Thursday, and then that goes away. So once that moves away, we're going to have an opportunity for some clearing in the afternoon. Thursday, again, starting off with some leftover clouds in the morning and the early showers that move away. Then we have partial clearing, the isolated thunderstorms across northeastern Pennsylvania mainly, and in northern New Jersey later in the afternoon. Again, just isolated. And then we turn to clearing skies later in the day elsewhere. It is going to be warmer here on Thursday, but not really hot yet. It's not the start of our heat wave yet. We're going to be kind of like in the mid-upper 80s for highs, it looks like, for most areas here on Thursday. And then once we get to Friday, I think is the first day we start hitting 90s in many locations. But no precipitation to speak of. High pressure is going to be controlled. That ridge is going to be settling over the region. It's going to park itself there for several days. We're going to be in the 90s. We're projecting in many areas for the next 5 consecutive days at a minimum. So going through next Tuesday, if you look at a local forecast, you'll see some areas, especially around the urban areas, getting to 90 or above. Even if Tuesday's a little question mark in some areas, we might just be stuck in the upper 80s, but whatever. All right, so here's here's Friday. The mostly sunny skies will be in place. And that's one thing about this weekend. It's going to be very hot, but it's going to be dry. It's going to be a drier heat here on Friday and Saturday. I think the increase in humidity goes up on Sunday. That's also our peak heating day. So we're going to get close to the mid-90s for highs on Saturday. This is looking at Saturday right here. Again, mostly sunny skies. Sunday, also mostly sunny, but we're going to increase the humidity a little bit. Wind direction coming now out of the southwest. So we have an increase in humidity on Sunday. So you also have temperatures in the mid, maybe even upper 90s. But you're going to have the heat index values are going to be high enough that it will get the heat indices over 100 easily, and probably in the 100 to 105 degree range by the time we get to Sunday. So then the humidity continues to increase on Monday. We're going to introduce an isolated thunderstorm later in the day and back this up a little bit here. Earlier in the afternoon, there's really nothing going on, and then later in the day, heat of the day thunderstorms are possible both Monday and Tuesday. Here's Tuesday. Get an isolated thunderstorm with that too. But the opportunity there is for that thunderstorm just to cool you off at the end of the day, but it is going to be still hot on Monday, just not quite as hot as Sunday was, but the humidity is going to be higher, so it's not going to feel a lot different, okay? And maybe low to mid 90s here on Monday, and then closer to the 90 degree mark on Tuesday. Again, Tuesday in some areas might not get out of the upper 80s, but we're kind of splitting hairs there. It really doesn't matter. It's still going to be very humid, and the cold front that would be a trigger for these thunderstorms, these pop-up storms in the afternoon, will come through later on Tuesday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich. That is your outlook for June 27th, 2018.